Okay. Well, here I have the real guys list. And you know what? I don't care if there's some first rounders in there. I don't care because these are my guys. Number one, I'm going with the guy who pretty much the first guy I really looked at. I don't think we're getting him now. I'm pretty much over it, but he's still my guy. He still has the support and the endorsement of JR as long as he does not go to another team in the AFC North. Amazing. Number two, I went with Christian Barmore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've already covered him. Number three, J.C. Horn.
Mm-hmm.
Love that guy. Number four, I went with Cox from LSU.
Mm.
Now, he's not, I don't think he's going to be a first round pick. I wouldn't be shocked if somebody saw what I see and take him. This dude's ability, this is what I see as the modern day linebacker here. This guy's played for two different schools, and this dude can flat out cover. He's practically a safety at this point in his career because people harp on his weight and all that stuff. I think in a couple of years, you're going to be hearing this dude's name pop up with Pro Bowls and stuff like that if he goes to the right defense. Number five, a guy that I had as my surprise 32 pick, Anwu Zarike, the D tackle from Washington. I'm a lot higher on D tackle, obviously, than you are. Because I got three on my list. All right. And number six, this is a guy that, man, I'm going to be so bummed if he does not wind up on our roster, is Divine Deablo from Virginia Tech, the safety. I think this guy, we could draft this dude. If we could draft this dude and say like the third or the fourth, I think we could really convert this dude to linebacker. Everything I see out of this guy, this is like the ultimate my guy right here. This guy checks every box that I look for in my guys. And, you know, if he goes to an AFC North team, I'm going to hate bashing him because I think this dude is going to be an absolute steal in this draft. Number seven, I went with another guy that is hard to just not fall in love with. The fastest man in college football, fastest man in this draft, unless you look at Jason Oweh's fucking bullshit pro day. I think they just corrected it again. I think he ran a 3.9. I'm talking Anthony Schwartz, the wide receiver out of Auburn. If he likes speed, this dude can flat out fly. And he's just absolutely – he hasn't done – like, you know, people are picking apart because, yes, he is raw. He wasn't nearly the deep threat as you would expect with that speed, but at the same time, who the hell was his quarterback, you know? Mm-hmm. This dude, if we put this dude in the wide receiver room and we lined him up there on Sundays, this guy's never going to see a double team. I think Baker loves speedsters too. We don't get them a lot, and I think Baker would absolutely thrive having a weapon like this in his arsenal. I can't say enough good things about him. Where was I at on my list? God damn.
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay, so number 9, I have the running back who I think is the best running back in the entire draft. From North Carolina, Stewart. I love this dude. This dude reminds me of Nick Chubb right here. Mm-hmm. I was nervous to put him on my list just because I could really see him in in black and yellow. But everything about this dude's running style screams JR guy.
Okay.
And then that was number 9, right?
Yeah.
All right. And number 10, another D tackle, Aleem McNeil from North Carolina State. He kind of fits more of a 3-4, but dude is just he can do it all, and he is big. He didn't play for a big school, but like, my God, I look at this guy, and if we took him in the second, the third, I'm running all over the place. I'm running all over my living room for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So my guys versus your guys, I have them checked off on my magazine that I'll be following closely, and I hope to God none of these guys wind up anywhere else in AFC North. I am going to be pissed.
Mm-hmm. I will say that I got some honorable mentions. Joe Tryon for me is an absolute beast. I don't see why he's not further up in the draft. I like him a lot.
I've seen a couple where he was actually where he went to us in the first round.
Yeah. Also, that running back from I think Clemson. I don't know. I keep picturing an orange jersey in my head, but
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
yeah, his name's Etienne. I really like that kid. To me, he kind of reminds me of like a Saquon Barkley mixed with a Derrick Henry, or somewhere in between there. And so I'm excited to see what this kid can do. Do we have anything else on the docket? Like we've been going over an hour.
You like because it's always becoming a dilemma for me on draft day. What channel are you watching the NFL draft on? Which network?
I don't know. I kind of flip back and forth. But usually it's ABC just because I don't have NFL Network. I think I probably would have chosen NFL Network, but I don't have it. So
you're going NBC. You see, I used to love nothing more than ESPN's coverage of the draft. Mm-hmm. I love the relationship between Chris Berman and Mel Kiper. I mean, like that's the guy who's really, I think Mel Kiper is severely underpaid because he's the one that really, in my opinion, to credit for the NFL draft becoming the spectacle it's become. I mean, really, you really like whatever he's getting paid. I think he should get a piece of every freaking TV rights deal that the draft lands because but since Berman's gone and all that stuff, I go with NFL Network. Rich Eisen is great,
mm-hmm.
and they get better customers. They always look a lot looser in that announce thing, and that's what, especially when you get to the later rounds where you don't know what guys are. You're looking to be entertained at that point, and hopefully somebody gets drafted that whose name you remember. And that's where I'll be watching.
All right,
NFL Network.
Well, we got a few more days to go. We will see here in just a few days where the Cleveland Browns go with their first round pick. I'm excited to see every round though, so I'll be watching. Hey JR, thanks man. I feel like we had a productive time today. Hey, yeah. Check us out on Twitter at TownPod. Check us out.
Let us know who you guys want.
Yeah, please drop it in the comments. How you feel, and I would love to see some lists of my guys. Like I want to see who you're watching to see where they go. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you on the flip side.
I think it's only right that our next one is just a little draft recap. You know what I mean? See who we wound up with. You know what I mean? If you love it, if you hate it, let's hear about it. Biggest reaches in the draft, all that stuff. I mean, the draft is fun. You know what I mean? The draft is unbelievably fun. And I think that's where you got to go, you know?
Hey, in Cleveland, enjoy having the draft at your doorstep this year. Hey, we're signing off. Coat, thanks for all your help on this. You take it easy.
All right, you too, brother.